it's the Mad Queen. Welcome to the Queen's Lair as we dive into another hero, Donovan. If you're interested in finding out any more information about other heroes in the game like Donovan, check out my All About Heroes Spotlight playlist on the main page of my YouTube channel, where you can find information detailed like this for other heroes. So Donovan is an offensive hero from the wood element, and he's also from the soul plunders. He is really a neat hero to mess around with and play with. If you have the opportunity, or if you're lucky enough to pull him, he is a lot of fun, and you don't have to put too many resources into him really for him to be good either, which is nice. I'm going to go over my gear, the build I recommend, multiple build recommendations actually. I'm going to go over his skills, his abilities, and at the end I'm going to be going and rating him in every place of the game. So if you want to see that, stick around for the end of the video. As far as abilities, Berserker Imbuement is his trait. When an enemy receives shield, he gains 1 rage. At 5 rage, consumes all rage to gain 1 bonus turn. When he is ascended, when an enemy receives shield, gains 1 rage. At 5 rage, consumes all rage to gain 1 bonus turn and resets the ultimate ability's cooldown. His basic Guardian's Bash deals 150% damage to 1 enemy and gains 1 rage. His passive, Fiery Battlecry, casts Battlecry at the start of the turn, only once every 2 rounds though. So what this is it's going to remove all enemies' shields and deal them 100% damage. It's also going to do bonus damage based on 15% of Donovan's overall health. This passive right here is a really good counter for heroes like Brand. So Brand's passive, Brand's trait, whenever you have him ascended, is going to give all allies a shield based off of a certain percentage of his overall health. This is, before he takes his turn, is immediately going to remove the shields and deal damage before he even takes his turn, because this is a passive ability. So he's going to be able to do that, and then you're going to be able to do one of his abilities. It's a really, really nice addition to his kit overall, and it's very helpful. It's a lot of fun to play with too. And on his ultimate, we have Axe Scourgery. It removes all negative effects from Donovan and deals 220% damage to 1 enemy. Also gains 2 rage. I've had Donovan for, I'm not sure, maybe 3 months or more as of now. Of course, I'm making this at the beginning of January. It depends on when you're watching this. I've used him a ton. I've put him in a lot of places. I've been able to try out a bunch of different gear sets on him. As you see, I did like him enough that I took him to level 70. And he can be a little niche, but generally he's a really good hero, and I'm excited that I pulled him. As far as gear sets, I meant to actually have a curse set on here and a warrior set. This is, and I guess I just overlooked it, but this is a set that you would use on him for the guild boss. He can be used in the guild boss. He can do a decent amount of damage there. And he's also able to give himself extra turns, as we saw. So that's, of course, something we look for whenever we're choosing heroes for the guild boss. The only thing is, he's not getting a bunch of extra turns consistently. So you want to pair him on a team that is able to take a bunch of extra turns consistently. That way you can keep that way you can keep the rage meter down. Donovan, if he procs the curse set, where he actually gets that extra bonus turn, it's going to give him another rage, which is really nice. That rage builds up to give him a bonus turn as well. Other sets you can use on him are the Assassin set. That's more so going to be... Oh, and sorry, you can also use this set if you're going to use him in a dungeon. You can also use the Assassin set. That's going to be really good because his passive ability is an AoE effect that deals quite a bit of damage. So the Assassin set overall is just going to increase that. If you want to try to build him as a hybrid and build him with a lot of health and attack, what you could do is put a Terra set on him, which increases his overall health, but you want to make sure that all of the stats on those Terra sets are going to be attack based. So you're just taking that extra 15% bonus. So of course, like if you're going to put it on the hat or if you're going to put it on his chest piece or whatever, you would want the stats and the substats to be attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, or maybe even some HP percent, depending. But you would want it to be focused there, and then you could put either 2 warrior sets on him, a warrior and a raider set. If you need him to be quick, especially if you're going to use him in arena, you can use the assassin set, like I said, and you can either pair that with the Terra set or the warrior set or the raider set. But of course, the Terra set is not going to be a super common build, but it is going to allow you to deal extra damage overall because he does damage based on his max health as well. As far as doing masteries and prioritizing his masteries, it's not a huge priority. Of course, masteries on any hero are going to make them better, and he is already a good hero without them, so they would be a good benefit to him. But he is, like I said, more of a niche hero. You're not going to use him as frequently as some other heroes in as many places, so you don't want to prioritize putting any books on him. If you are going to put books on him eventually, I would wait until you have at least 5 or more legendary heroes fully booked. And lastly, to go ahead and rate him everywhere. Arena offense, I am going to give him 5 stars here. I think he is excellent. I love using him. And as you can see here as well, they have the warrior set and dragon scale set for him. If you're going to use him in a defensive setting, those could actually be those would be beneficial to him. But if you're going to go that route, you would only use him for his passive ability to take off shields. And if you're going to do that, I would actually recommend using an invincible set, which has the option to stun everybody. That unfortunately only has a 20% chance, but it does wonders whenever it actually procs. But the dragon scale set for him in arena defense is going to be a really good option for him. The dragon scale with the Terra. If you want him to go quick to remove shields quickly, then you can also make him fast. But in arena defense, it's not completely necessary for him to be super fast. He just needs to survive long enough to be able to use his passive ability. So if that's what you're going to aim for in the arena defense, dragon scale with Terra set is going to be really good, or the raider, like I said. And you can also try out the invincible set, like I was mentioning, which can stun heroes. And I've only actually rated him in the offense. I keep talking about him a lot. I really like this hero. He's a lot of fun. In arena defense, if built correctly, he can be 5 stars. In the No Man's Land Bane Wraith, I'm going to give him 4 stars. In the Flame Lizard, I'm going to give him 2 stars. No Man's Land Wraithful Flood, 5 stars. Because, again, he's able to take shield off, which the Wraithful Flood has. the No Man's Land Lord of Holy Light, I'll give him 4 stars. Shadow Captive, 4 stars. In the Tulpa, I'll give him 3 stars for Tulpa. Ash, 2 stars. Queen of Tides. Ooh. I have used them in Queen of Tides. I did not speed tune the team, but if I would have speed tuned the team, it could have been pretty good. If you're going to use him on pre-hell stages, like in stage 12, or even in hell stages 12 and 13, he could be good because the queen can get a shield, of course, and he's able to negate that and take that off. So I'm going to give him 5 stars. Witch of the Wind, he is also really good here. I'm going to give him 4 stars. Gemini Dragon, he is not good. I'm going to give him 2 stars. And in the Armored Incursion, which is the guild boss, he has the potential to do really well, but it also depends on the heroes you compare with him, so I'm going to give him 4 stars here. He's definitely worth a try and worth using. His passive is pretty unique, and it's really nice to help counter and offset abilities and traits of other heroes and bosses as well. So if you get him, definitely try him out. He's a great hero. I'm not going to say that he is going to be the main hero that totally changes your account or anything like that, because that's not the truth. But if you do get him, he is going to be very helpful to you. You don't have to make him level 70 like I did. I did that, of course, to boost his overall stats, and it gave him more health as well, which makes him do more damage. So I hope you guys find this helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.